Hi, it's Barbara Greenlee with Green Moon Stamp Studio, and today we're going to do stamped tile coasters. Let's get started. Okay, this is my travertine stamped tile class, and I had an in-person class for this a weekend or two ago, and I thought I would film some tips and tricks about making your own tile coasters. So I've done this for many years. Here are some that I've done in the past. So these are well used. This one and this one, I think I did these about the same time, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Maybe it's been 10 years, I don't know. But this time I'm using the inked and tiled stamp set and also the gorgeously made stamp set for the words that are in it, because I do like having like the word background on a tile. And this time, those are a little fuzzy. This time I'm going to use cork backing that I purchased through Amazon for the back instead of those felt feet. So this is the type of, wanted to show you the type of tiles that these are, and I had to order them through Amazon. They used to keep them in the store, but let's see, make sure you can see that. This is the tiles. They're 4x4 light tumbled antique travertine wall and floor tile. You get 9 in a pack. And then the premium cork tiles, that's not it. The cork is not 12x12. It is 4x4, but you can try to find that later and put it down in the subtitles below. But these are adhesive backed cork. They're very thin and they have rounded corners, excuse me, and they are slightly less than 4x4 because your tiles are 4x4, and as you can see, they don't come to the end. So another tip about making your own stamped tiles is that you want to pick out your tiles when they come. You're going to see all sorts of variations. You're going to have some that have a lot of character. I like it when they have a lot of character. Some are going to be almost solid with hardly any holes in it. I like all three of these. Let's use one of the ones that are, actually that one's so solid. Let's use these two. We're going to use StazOn ink, and then I will talk about sealing the tile. That's optional. These natural travertine tiles will soak up water from perspiration on your glasses just on their own. When you seal them, they're less likely to function in that way. So whenever I'm designing a tile, what I like to do is do it on cardstock first. So if I stamp it on a 4x4 piece of vanilla cardstock first, and when I was designing these, it probably was about 4 or 5 tries before I really liked the layout. So don't waste your tiles, because once you stamp on your tiles, they are permanent. Use cardstock until you get a layout that you like, and then use that to copy for stamping on your tile. So I did that with both of these designs. That's that design, and then, so where's my purple flowers? And then here's the purple flowers one. So like I said, once you have the design, you can just copy it. So let's go ahead and stamp our tiles. On the blue one, I'm using StazOn Azure, and I suggest that also that you wipe your tiles with, you can wipe them on your jeans or get a soft cloth or a paper towel Some of them will have some dust, so you want to get the dust off of there. And you can do it over here so I don't put it on my work surface. The back and the front. You can see that it's left some debris here on my mat. I think I will set it on one of these coasters, cork coasters. Okay, so we're going to do the blue first. And you can also get these colors of ink, StazOn ink from Amazon as well. Stampin' Up! Only has the saddle brown and the black. Okay, so make sure that it's all juicy. And here's our template. So we're gonna do one over here. And then we're gonna do another one up here. Let's see, do I want that one? Yeah. Right there. Okay, I didn't really want them to touch, but they touched. That's okay. Then we're going to do, always put your lid on your StazOn in between because StazOn will dry up fairly fast. Now I'm going to do the leaves. I like to do the words last. All right, so leaves, I'm going to have one peeking in from here. And one peeking in over here. And then a couple on the bottom. And a stamp like this, make sure you know, like, there's a whole 1/4 of an inch on the end where there's no stamp. So that'll help you better, you know where to stamp it if you kind of look ahead. Okay, there's our leaves. All right, now we want the words. The words are from the Gorgeously Made, and this is the Saddle Brown from Stampin' Up. The words, make sure that you have them facing the right way. StazOn always has this little plastic thing, and it even says on it, do not discard. StazOn will dry out faster than regular ink, so you always want to keep that little plastic thing to keep your ink juicy in between uses. Okay, so words, we're going to put some right here and some hanging off the end over here, kind of filling in the areas where there isn't anything, and it can overlap too. Down here, and looks like I overlapped over on this side too, although that's looking pretty good just like that. But let's get some more words right here. Okay, so I'm going to call that tile done, and you might be able to tell that it's still wet looking, so you're going to set that aside so it can dry some. And let's bring in our other tile. This is the one that has a little more character on it. Close up my Saddle Brown. And I'm brushing off the extra dust. All right, this time we're going to use purple for the tall flowers. This one is called Royal Purple. And if you notice, I used dimensionals on the inside of my plastic lid. That way I don't have to peel that lid off every time. I can just peel that up and the lid is going to come with it. So we're going to do, let me move our template and get the other template over here. So I did 2 flowers. So we're going to ink this up in the Royal Purple StazOn and go right across the top with 1 flower. And then on the bottom, with another flower. That one got into the part that's got all that character. If you're not happy with that, if you've got too much character, you could always add another flower somewhere else. I'm not sure I want to, because it may be up in this corner. Let's put one right in that corner. Okay, that's the purple. Put the lid back on and then do the leaves. The leaves are in olive green. Same thing, I've got the dimensionals there to hold open that plastic insert. And let's see, we're using different leaves on this one. You can use this leaf from the Inked and Tiled set. Okay, we're going to do a little peak of leaves right there. And a peak of leaves on the bottom. And it looks like I came in from the top, kind of upside down. And again, do it on paper first, because you might think, oh, I can just do it. But then as soon as you go, oh, I don't like that, it's too late. Because you've already done it on the tile, so it's permanent. Okay, that looks good for the leaves. Now let's do the saddle brown with the words. I need to do my dimensionals. I haven't used this one as much as my other ones. I did not mean to drop it in there like that. I wasn't ready. I want to let it, make sure it's in the right spot. There we go. Now you can press it in. And of course now I have ink on me. So, all right, now we're going to do the words. Make sure our words are upright. Put some here and some over here, down here, and hanging off the end over here. Okay, that's it. Cover that up. And now this one will be needing to dry. So while they're drying, let me talk about seal spray. So, and of course, these you would just peel off and put on the bottom. So I mentioned before that the travertine tile will just naturally absorb water from your glasses. Now, over time, though, your design will fade, or it will get some, you know, liquids that were sitting on there might, you know, stain it. So if you want to seal it, then you could buy some clear acrylic. This is matte acrylic. Clear acrylic. You want to spray this outdoors. You want to hold your breath, follow all the rules on the can. This will do a coating on it. What that will do is seal in your design so that it will not fade as fast, and it will also not absorb water from the glasses, but it will preserve your design. So you have to decide functionality over your pretty design. Here's another one that you could use. This one is a glaze. So this one is a shiny, it says bright glass-like coating, super high gloss finish, dries in minutes. Same deal, outside, hold your breath, wear a mask, whatever. You don't want to breathe any of this stuff. And it will seal your tiles so that your design is more preserved. However, you'll lose the functionality of the travertine tile absorbing the moisture. The alternative is to heat set. So I like to just heat set mine instead of spray seal them. Now, there's two ways you can heat seal them. You can put them in your oven. So, you know, protect your cookie sheet or whatever you're using with some foil or something, and put these on there and cook them in the oven for about, you know, 10 minutes at 350 degrees or something like that, and then let them cool off completely before touching them. That will help heat seal the StazOn into the tile. Another alternative is you can take your heat tool and just, you know, heat very slowly and carefully your whole tile with your heat tool. That'll avoid the whole oven situation. And then when they are completely cooled, then you can peel off your cork and put that on the back. And then you have tiles. So you make a set, make them all different, give them as gifts, and have fun with it. Please like, share, and comment. Thanks.